This video is going to demonstrate how to add a resistance band to a lot of common lower body movements in order to increase the intensity. So we're starting with a single leg Romanian deadlift. Our body's having to use a lot of lateral hip muscles to control this movement. Now by adding a band pulling from the outside to the inside, this increases the demand on the lateral hip muscles to maintain external rotation of the hip and prevent the knee from caving inwards. Now looking at a step up. During a step up, we're having to use our quads to push ourselves up, and then again to slowly lower ourselves down. Like the last exercise, we can add a band to the joint here. So the band is adding more force on the way down, and we're having to pull against more force on the way up from the movement. In a step down, we're also using the quads, so the quads slowly lower us to the ground, and on the way back up, they shorten to create the movement. And now we're just going to add a band. So the band makes it harder to resist that downwards movement, and we have to pull against more force on the way up from the bottom of the movement. This can also be done with a Romanian deadlift. So compared to the step-ups, Romanian deadlifts are using a lot more of the hamstrings and the glute in order to create hip extension. We can add a band pulling from the front to the back. So again, our glutes and hamstrings are having to resist that backwards movement of the hips, and then are having to contract against more force on the way back forward. Lastly, we'll look at a Bulgarian split squat. So combining the two movements using a lot of quad, glute, and hamstring, by adding a band pulling from the outside to the inside, it just increases the demands of the glutes on this functional movement.